What is going on, folks? It is Rigor Mortis. We are back with yet another video, and today we are talking about Clifford Inu. Folks, a slightly different video on the day. We are going to be talking about the most recent project to come out of the Inuyasha incubator. Now, if you guys don't know about Inuyasha, this is a token I talked a lot about on my channel. This is a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, a launchpad for several tokens. We've seen Guzzler that had a huge successful launch, as well as Clifford Inu, and I'm sure there are going to be many other projects in the future that are going to be using the Yasha incubator / launchpad in order to launch their tokens. But today we are going to be focusing on Clifford Inu, folks. This has the potential to be a huge token in my opinion, and I think their tokenomics are really going to get them there alone. So that is what we are going to be talking about on the day. If you guys are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the family. Throw a like on this video as it really helps the algorithm push it out to more people. And comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on all things Clifford Inu, Inuyasha, as well as Guzzler. I know if you're invested in one, more likely than not you are invested in all three like I am. So I want to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. First and foremost, whenever you get into the Clifford Inu website, which by the way, I will leave in the description below, the first thing you are going to see not only is the contract address and all this important stuff up here, but the thing that jumps out at me right away is the taxes on buys and sells. A staggering 15% taxes on buys and a whopping 20% taxes on sells, which is absolutely huge. But there is a very specific reason for these high taxes, and that is exactly why I think their tokenomics are more interesting than any token I have ever seen. Folks, these three projects, Inuyasha, Guzzler, and Clifford Inu, have become some of my favorites. You guys know I'm a big Shiba Inu fan. That is #1 on my list every single time. I am incredibly bullish on SHIB, but if I were to have to give a spot for 2, 3, and 4, it would definitely be Yasha, Guzzler, and Clifford, because these projects are incredibly interesting. Let's go ahead and read in. Clifford Inu, ticker symbol is Cliff, a highly deflationary token on the Ethereum blockchain that never stops pumping through the use of true deflationary techniques and further income generation. Clifford Inu has a strong community at its core and is your ticket to wealth creation. Not only does it have a very strong community, folks, but the development team behind this token is absolutely magical. These guys mean business. It is the same folks that have ties to not only Clifford Inu, but Guzzler and Inuyasha as well. They all work as a team. They're very cohesive, and it just works really well. They programmed this thing, they coded this thing on the contract to be absolutely magical. Let's go ahead and keep reading. One of the main issues cryptocurrency projects face is the lack of long-term volume, which invariably slows down further development and any subsequent reinvestment into enhancing the project. Clifford Inu solves this by investing a percentage of the marketing wallet into yield-bearing assets, with profits generated inherently reintroduced back into the project in the form of marketing, token buybacks, etc., thereby increasing the profile of the project and attracting new investors. Guys, this is huge. We are going to get more information on exactly how this works here on use cases. Clifford not only grows inwards but outwards as well. He will not only be growing through buying the Cliff supply, but will also do so in using a portion of the marketing funds to create his own investment portfolio. Guys, this is huge. I mean, I have never, ever seen this. Clifford will be investing in blue chip NFTs, stable token staking, big and medium cap altcoins, yield farms, the occasional high risk, high reward play. Profits will be reinvested into Clifford as well as developing our project. Moreover, this strategy opens the doors towards partnerships with other projects that we might support investing in and growing our community through these partnerships. Guys, we have already seen this in play. If you haven't seen already, Clifford Inu, the team, actually was able to purchase a Bored Ape. That is right, the NFT project Bored Apes, they actually have one in this investment portfolio. And as those assets start yielding money and profits, they are reinvested back into Clifford Inu. How big is that? So you're practically investing in an investment portfolio by investing in Clifford Inu. I have never seen this in my whole entire life. Here's the other part of the mechanism. Clifford Inu is the first ever token to have a true burn mechanism that allows the token to keep rising over time. Step 1, the contract taxes buyers and sellers for some tokens. Of course, we've seen that already. Those are the high taxes. When the burn is called, Clifford grows by buying up the supply with the taxes he acquired while pushing the price of the floor up and burning a percentage of the supply forever. So it's not a burn on transaction. It is a burn where Clifford actually is buying up the supply with the taxes, and that increases the floor in a one-to-one relationship. It burns a percent of the supply over time just within the contract. I have never, ever seen something like that before. Obviously, they have quite the timeline, but folks, the main thing that really attracted me to this token is their tokenomics. And I think the fact that they have connections to the Inuyasha DAO, the Guzzler community, the development team behind both, that is something truly special. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chart, because I am not the only one that thinks this. Look at what happened to the price of Clifford Inu as soon as people started noticing how these tokenomics are going to get us there. This is the 30-minute chart, by the way, so we can zoom out and take a look at how everything has been playing out. First and foremost, we had this huge run-up over the course of just several days after the token launch. It was absolutely absurd. Obviously, there was a little bit of luck that played into this, but people started to recognize, hey, this thing is the real deal. Because once we saw the correction, look at this. We didn't crash all the way back to pre-sale levels or to launch levels. We stabilized here in the sevens. And that is why this has become so interesting. Right now, we are sitting at a $70 million, almost $71 million market cap. We got all the way as high as to around a $20 million market cap. So we have lost a little bit of those gains. But guess what? The future that is in store for Clifford Inu, I think, is going to be absolutely massive, just based off of the contract. This is let alone all the other things that I think the Clifford Inu team is going to do in the future. Just the contract alone and the fact that you are practically investing in a portfolio of investments. It's almost like you're investing in an ETF in cryptocurrency. The development team is using the taxes that we are paying on buying and selling Clifford Inu to make their own portfolio of cryptocurrencies. The profits that they get from that are used to buy back tokens. I mean, that is just absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. It is absolutely beautiful, and I think Clifford Inu is going to have massive success in this space just due to the fact that their tokenomics are so interesting. I think the partnerships are also that they're going to establish in the future are also going to get them there. But this project is always going to have this massive daily volume because of the fact that they can just push a button, the contract starts doing its thing, and they can start initiating these buybacks. So Clifford Inu, I think, is going to be absolutely massive. Obviously, like I told you guys, this is a part of the Inuyasha DAO. Here's the graph for Inuyasha. This thing is sitting at a $34 million market cap, folks, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. I think it deserves to be a lot higher than that, but this is the way it played out too. You know, we saw this $23 million market cap, and then Inuyasha wasn't doing very much. Then Guzzler came around and people got super excited about this DAO. It started falling again. Clifford Inu came around and people are now starting to recognize the power of being invested in Inuyasha, as am I. And on top of that, we already had this huge incubated project that was Guzzler. Here's the 30-minute chart for Guzzler. Again, we are seeing all-time highs in this token as well. So things are becoming very interesting over at Inuyasha. I think these projects are going to continue to do well. On top of that, I think the newer projects, you guys see it now. The power of being behind these projects, you guys are able to get it on pre-sale. If you hold Inuyasha and are a part of the DAO, if you just have to have a minimum amount of tokens. For Guzzler, I think it was 25 million Inuyasha tokens, and for Clifford Inu, I think it was 12.5 million Inuyasha tokens. Correct me in the description, correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong about that. But this comes together in a very, very beautiful way, in my opinion, where people that have and are a part of the Inuyasha DAO, they are able to get in onto these tokens at pre-sale, and you're just able to see these ridiculous gains that you're able to get just for being a part of that DAO. So that is all I have for you guys in today's video. I will leave some links in the description below for Clifford Inu, Inuyasha, and Guzzler. Go ahead and check out these projects and be as convinced as I am, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. Please keep in mind that I am by no means a financial advisor. I'm just here to put you guys on plays that I'm into. Obviously, I'm a big fan of all three of these tokens, but you have to go out and do your own research before investing in anything I talk about on my channel, as this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you guys so much once again. It's been your boy Rigor Mortis. I am out the scene, folks. Peace out.